Hey everybody, this is Les Stroud. Stay tuned for more bushcraft. Jeremy down in West Texas. Take it easy, Jeremy.
From the Garage Guru.
Oh yeah, from the Garage Guru.
Old Jimmysquatch and I camping out. I'm going to set up a new hammock to try out tonight. It's one that he actually owns, and I've never slept in a bridge hammock, so we're going to try out the Jacks Are Better Bear Mountain bridge hammock. It's going to be awesome. So let's see what it takes to get this sucker set up, huh? Looks kind of similar to that one, sorta, but it's like a big black cloth coffin. It's going to be cool. So stick with us there. So that little jewel is in this bag right here. It's not really heavily compressed. That can be fixed with a new bag, smaller one. Pack it down tight. For short poles, we'll make into longer ones. And then our tree huggers that work similar to the blackbird. So start it off with that pole right there. Dutch toggle, pretty cool to hang your whoopee sling from, so you don't have to use a wooden toggle, and it just goes up and down the strap. Pretty nifty. Also, this one has the Dutch clip on it as well, so it'll make it nice and easy. There, that tree strap is up. We'll just do the other one. Don't need to see it twice, right? Okay, so this hammock basically strings up like the tablecloth hammock I showed you. Sort of. And by sort of, I mean by whoopee sling. There's the whoopee sling right there. So, and I will correct myself here, that's not a Dutch toggle, that's a Dutch buckle. Yes, sorry Dutch. My bad. If you watch my videos. So I'm just going to cinch this bag back down so that way I don't get crap all over it. Take my whoopee, slip it over the buckle like so. Pretty simple, not too chatty. Now these do require a little bit longer of a length to hang from, just simply because of the extra straps. You'll see what I'm talking about shortly. So I'm going to go and deploy this thing out of the bag, hook it to the other side, and show you what we wind up with here. Wow, that wind really picked up. Hope you can still hear. So here are the poles. You got the notches there to hook through these rings. You just slide them together like so. Make sure these notches are lined up. Let's see if I can get this thing in my pocket or something so I can just show you. Now these, of course, you see it's riding lower because as soon as I put this in here, it's going to raise it up. Hence the adjustment on the whoopies. Actually, it gives it quite the lift. I'll get whipped by it. Awesome. Slaps by the hammock. Slapping the hammock. There we go. That's pretty much it. Not a lot to it. Unlike the blackbird where you tie the blackbird down, unfortunately this thing just gets to flop in the breeze. So, yeah. Let's get in it and have a look, huh? Here's the bug net. It zips from here all the way around, and you can actually take this, roll it up, and tie it up with these. I know it's hard to see with this wind blowing, but trust me, it's there. So I'm just going to get in it and show you. lift it. Yeah, gonna have to lift it up a bit. But just for demonstration purposes right now, I'll go ahead and just show you how this whole thing hangs. Oh, foot's all sweaty. There we go. This you don't have to lay in the diagonal. You can just lay straight in it. That's what it's built for. They flop around so you can maybe see me. There we go. Something like that. Roll that over, zip it down. It's right up over your face. But I need to put some weight on it because it's flopping around a little bit. I'm going to raise it a bit and put the underquilt on that and show you how that's done. That'll be fun. Okay, let's take a little tour of this hammock before I go and put the underquilt on it. So, like I was telling you about the bug net here. You can unzip it from here, start it all the way around, so on and so forth. There we go. You can see I threw the tarp in there to weight it down, but that'll fold over like so, and then you got like a big bathtub. Got a nice little pocket right here to put some gear in. It's a small pocket, but it's made out of no-see-um. There's another one over here on the other side. And this one, these bars are the same length on both sides. Some of the other ones, they have two different lengths. So you can actually lay in this thing however you feel. Underneath, you have this cool little pocket. Get the tarp out of the way, there we go. And you got this cool little pocket here. This is where you can slip in a bedroll of some sort, like a self-inflatable air mattress. And this feels like it's a 1.2, probably 1.1 ripstop nylon. I don't know if you can see it in there, but if I get the sun behind it, yeah, there you can see the grid pattern in it for the ripstop. Pretty nice little setup here. So now let's go ahead and put the underquilt on it. Let's see how we're going to manage that without ripping it. Okay, so I got my underquilt just laying across this thing. Here it is right here. Now this has the shock cord going through this little loop, or this little tunnel situated on here, and with thread lock here and a lock here, and then you have these loops on the corners that also have that for hanging on your ridge line for a gathered end. So for extra security, actually, in the way it looked before, the way I've hung this before, is like that's pretty well all it needs, is just to hook it to that ring, and this thing will just lay down in here. But for extra security, I open this up a little bit so it'll flatten this out just enough. And I'm going to take this hook on the corner, run this in back behind this into that loop, and then through my cord lock. So that way, if anything happens to this, this will catch it. Because you don't want your expensive underquilts hitting the ground, especially here in West Texas where there's cactus and mesquite thorns and all kinds of other crap down there that's going to poke holes in it. It'd be terrible. We'll just loop that through and hook it through there. And I'll turn it over and show you how it hangs. Okay, so just now flip it over, just like so. It's all flipped over. Everything looks good. The hammock lays down. Now you can see the underquilt there, and the hammock just lays right down in it. It's pretty good over here on this side. You want to make sure that you're not catching on the bar anywhere. Just make sure you don't catch your underquilt on that bar at all, because if you do, it will rip your underquilt, and then you're out a couple $100 or more, depending on what you spend on it. So let's get inside this thing. Just going to unzip part of it. Let's see how it works out. Remove the boots so we don't get crap in the hammock. Ain't my hammock, so I don't want to ruin it. Let's just flip that over. There we go. The cloth coffin is done. Let's see here. Looks good. I see a good seal here up at front. You see pretty good seal along the side here. So I think that's going to make for a nice little toasty evening. It's going to be lovely. I might just take a nap now. I can already feel the heat building up in the underquilt. So there you go. There's the setup of the Jacks or Better Mountain Bear bridge hammock, or Bear Mountain bridge hammock, something like that. It's got a mountain and a bear in it. Well, I'll give you a full report in the morning how this thing sounds and how it feels and how it sleeps. Awesome. Now we're going to set up a new hammock. What's the name of that hammock, Jimmy? This thing doesn't blow away. Head in. Where do I want my head? Guess it doesn't matter. No, it's still rolling.
Yeah, I don't know where the stop is.
Just hit